It's Friday, August 16, 2024. Welcome to CVM News at noon. I'm Nika Lewis. Jamaicans were again rattled by an earthquake that shook several parishes at around 8 o'clock this morning. The island's earthquake unit reported that the quake registered a magnitude of 5.3. It's the latest in a series of earthquakes to hit the Caribbean in as many days. Some experts have expressed concern about the frequency with which the island and the region have been recording powerful tremors and earthquakes in recent months. Locals on Wednesday fished the body of a 15-year-old girl from a river in Westmoreland. She has since been identified as Cambridge High School student Daville Andrews. It's understood the teen was among a group of people who visited the river before she reportedly vanished. Locals say further checks revealed that Andrews was in the water and seemingly drowned. She was pronounced dead at hospital. Another suspect tied to last Sunday's mass shooting in Cherry Tree Lane, Clarendon, was arrested yesterday, August 15, by Maypen police. The man, who was already on bail for a previous shooting, was positively identified by lawmen and is now in custody. This follows a tragic August 11 attack where 8 people, including a 7-year-old, were killed and 9 others injured at a birthday party. This is the second suspect apprehended in connection with the massacre. Earlier this week, another suspect was shot and killed during a police confrontation. And Indicom is investigating 3 separate police fatal shootings that left 4 men dead on August 14 and 15. These incidents occurred in Clarendon, Trelawney, and St. Thomas. In Clarendon, Steve Smith was fatally shot on August 14 after allegedly trying to disarm an officer during a search operation. No firearm was recovered at that scene. In Trelawney, Patrick Main, 32, was killed during a shootout with the police who were executing a warrant. Officers reported recovering a firearm. In St. Thomas, 2 men were shot dead on August 15 after an armed robbery and subsequent police chase. 2 suspects escaped and 1 firearm was recovered. The identities of the deceased are yet to be known. So far this year, 106 people have been fatally shot by the security forces, with 16 deaths in August alone. Indicom continues to investigate these cases. Still on Indicom, the organization says it is probing the fatal shooting of a man who the police suspected was involved in the Clarendon massacre on Sunday. He has been identified as Steve Smith, otherwise called Fry Brain. Indicom's Assistant Commissioner Hamish Campbell says investigations are ongoing.
The officers have all given a relatively detailed account of the situation, and it's reported to us by the police that the Area 3 fugitive apprehension team led a targeted intelligence-led operation to the Osborne store area. The officers have made a verbal account of the incident in some detail. They'll all be making statements in respect to that matter. And the investigation continues as far as Indicom are concerned in terms of interviewing the officers. There was a person at the premises who's also provided an account, and will be providing a full statement in respect of what that person saw and their account of the incident.
The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, has commenced an operation to rid the business town of downtown Kingston of illegal businesses. While speaking on Lead Story yesterday, KSAMC Chief Executive Officer Robert Hill says this is an attempt to improve the space.
We're trying on all levels to bring back some amount of order, good public order and compliance in the downtown business district. By this, we have started our initiative along Princess Street and Orange Street, and we would have heard from Mayor, who we have been in partnership with, particularly the National Solid Waste Management Authority, our own municipal police, the Public Health Department of the Kingston and St. Andrew Health Department, Ministry of Health. We also have the Fire Brigade. So we had gone in as a team in various businesses commencing yesterday, the 14th of August, along Orange Street, and we would have had some data that we were armed with. I should have also mentioned that we partnered with the Tax Administration Jamaica who on our behalf collects the trade licenses from businesses. I wanted us qualify by stating that trade license is required by all businesses that carry out trade.
The Boundbrook Urban Centre, set for development in Portland, will feature various government agencies all in one space. Member of Parliament for Western Portland, Darrell Vaz, says it's an opportunity for all residents.
With the Boundbrook Urban Centre, with 65,000 square foot out of the 140,000 square foot of BPO, I called the president of the BPO Association this morning and I said, work with me a little bit. 65,000 square foot, how much jobs does that equate to? Because you know them have a template. Said 1,300 jobs. That's not to do with everything else in the Boundbrook, you know, which is estimated at 3,000 jobs. 1,300 jobs. I said to him, give me the salary scale from entrant at the lowest level to middle management upwards. And he gave me the figures. And he says that at the entrance level, you will earn between $1 and $1.5 million a year without bonus and incentive. You work your way up the ladder and you can get to $2 to $2.5 million in middle management. And you can go all the way to $7 million as a start if you go up the ladder.
The MJB Airports Limited is set to host the Team Sangster charity run-walk event in September. While speaking on Sunrise, Manager of Commercial Business Development for MJB Airports Limited, Sharon Hislop-Holt, says the proceeds are in aid of education with emphasis on students most affected by Hurricane Beryl.
MJB Airports Limited is the company which operates the Sangster International Airport on behalf of the government and the people of Jamaica. And we have always had concentrated efforts on education as well as the youth. And this initiative, the charity Run Walk initiative, it came about really to pull the airport as well as the wider community together, but very importantly, to raise funds for education. We have numerous students who are in dire straits in terms of getting to schools and getting a quality education. And so that's something that we think definitely we need to pay attention to. And we have always worked on that. And so the first year, we concentrated efforts on St. James, but by year 2, we actually expanded that to Western Jamaica. This year, with Hurricane Beryl, what we have done is to expand also to St. Elizabeth. We are sure that the students in that location could definitely do with some assistance.
In a move to reduce the attrition rate of the country's healthcare workers, the Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, recently met with a cohort of medical interns in Kingston. Here's more from Adrian Williams.
In a bid to help stem the wave of local doctors migrating, Minister of Health Dr. Christopher Tufton addressed 86 new interns at the Kingston Public and Victoria Jubilee hospitals. He urges the young doctors to lead the charge in helping to empower the healthcare system.
I am actually depending on you and cohorts previous to you in the last few years, cohorts that will come after you, to help in that transition. And you may actually have to provide the leadership in that role.
He believes more teaching of psychosocial practices is needed in medical school. However, he implores the medical practitioners to exercise care from their first contact with patients.
Remedy to sickness starts at the gate of the hospital or the health center, that you're likely to achieve greater utility from your role if you develop a demonstration of compassion as you administer critical clinical care. You're likely to solve more people's problems. Their healing process is likely to start before you even give them the injection or the medication.
The interns shared the sentiments of Sean Michael Barnett, a medical intern who spoke about the challenges he has witnessed so far just 2 weeks into the internship.
I think we're wearing too many hats in terms of The work required to care for your patients, such as administrative work, there's a lot of it, and it can be cumbersome. Or whether you have to play the role of a porter or a nurse.
So you're a porter sometimes?
Yes. I've had to take several patients to X-rays so that they can get their images done.
Okay. Right. So you think you're doing too many things?
In response, the minister urged the interns to think of their job more holistically.
So maybe your orientation process is to explain that for the first year or so, you kind of will be put into positions that normally don't necessarily is captured in your job description. But as long as it's not abusive or degrading, although for your credentials you may think so, as long as it's captured on the learning process and understanding how the full system works, it probably is a good thing.
Adrian Williams for CVM News.
Well, it's time for a break, but stay with us for our discussion segment up next.
We needed to raise capital, but our experience with local financial institutions was that they were cautious and slow to act, and interest rates were far too high. We had real concerns about financing our business through outside equity investors and the possibility of interference. Could we get a fair valuation for our business? We had our own ideas about the business and its value. Should I go the traditional route of bank financing, or should I try the Jamaica Stock Exchange? So we made a call and experienced transformation of our business through conversations. I'm John Mahfood, CEO of Jamaican Teas, and we're listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Give us a call today at 876-967-3271 to begin your transformation through conversation. We want to see your company listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
You know what's sweet? The new pack Sweet Living promotion. Win great prizes.
Bedroom set, living room set, or kitchen appliance set, plus TVs and monthly cash prizes.
Send in 5 new pack labels or a receipt. Labels must belong to at least the new pack canned beans, coconut milk powder, and new pack oil categories. Fill out the tagline. New pack, more than just value. Place your entry in one of the drop boxes at participating outlets. Enter by mail or online at newpackjamaica.com. Time for live sweet. Enter the new pack Sweet Living promotion, June 16 to August 31. See the press for more details. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Get hassle-free back-to-school shopping at Stationery World and Book Center Limited. Visit us at 5 Sandringham Avenue, Kingston 10. Take advantage of our textbook layaway plan. WhatsApp your book list to 876-298-1526. Don't miss out on our membership card benefits and civil servant discounts. We're open Mondays to Saturdays. Call us at 876-619-0931 or 876-618-7922. Visit us today. We deliver island-wide. Make back-to-school shopping easy with Stationery World and Book Center Limited.
Central Expressions, your best source for business, tourism, and entertainment. Tune in to Central Expressions on CVM TV, Sundays at 3 p.m. Repeat Fridays at 9 a.m. Central Expressions is brought to you by the Gulf View Hotel in the heart of Jamaica, from the hearts of Jamaicans. The Orbin Group, Real Essence Media, National PC Bank, Central Expressions, your voice, your culture.
Remember, update your status in a real life. Do a HIV test today.
Just 15 minutes, say your status clear. Real long life, our story.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is
12.
Welcome back. It's now time for our live discussion segment because it is reported this morning